Hi there, Neil here from Sanico. We help people teach and learn languages. In this video, we're going to learn how to ask the correct questions to confirm that your students understand what you would like them to do. These are concept checking questions, or CCQs, and instruction checking questions, ICQs. So, let's get started. To avoid confusion in the classroom and to ensure clarity in task completion, we must use concept checking questions, CCQs, and ICQs, instruction checking questions. Firstly, we will look at the meaning. Here we check the overall understanding of the meaning or definition of a concept or language item. This aims to ensure that learners comprehend the intended meaning accurately. Then, with the form. CCQs under this heading assess learners' understanding of the form or structure of the language they are going to use. They verify if learners can correctly identify and use the appropriate structure in context. Finally, usage. CCQs under this heading examine learners' grasp of how a concept or language item is used in context. It ensures that learners grasp the appropriate context or situation in which to use this phrase during the task. With instruction checking questions, ICQs, task clarification ensures students have a clear understanding of the task or activity instructions by providing further explanation and addressing any confusion or uncertainties. With interaction and communication, we check students' comprehension of how they should engage and communicate with each other during the task, including their roles and expectations. Finally, activity structure and progression. Verifying student understanding of how the task or activity is organized and flows from one stage to another ensures they comprehend the overall sequence and any specific steps involved. Now let's practice CCQs and ICQ questions in action. In this task, help, I'm lost. This is a group navigation task where students must role play a lost tourist and a helpful guide using directional language to give instructions. First, let's think about what type of CCQ questions and ICQ questions a teacher must prepare their students for. They should be under the category of meaning, form, and usage. Pause the video now and try to think of some questions that you would ask your students to confirm their concept is correct. Some examples could be, what does it mean to be a lost tourist? How would you form a question using the verb to go and the pronoun you when asking for directions? For usage, when would you use the phrase, excuse me, in the context of asking for directions? Okay, now let's look at some ICQs, instructional concept questions. Here we have the task instructions, and as the groups will be in breakout rooms, it's important that the instructions are clear. Try to think of some questions related to task clarification, interaction and communication, and the activity structure and progression. Pause the video now and write down some of your questions. Some examples are, should the lost tourists provide directions to the guide? Is it allowed for the lost tourist to ask questions for clarification about directions? And is it required for the groups to switch roles and repeat the exercise with a new location after reaching the destination? Okay, now it's your turn. In this task, we have a group of students who must talk about the pros and cons of hitchhiking. Here, you can see the instructions. Which CCQ and ICQ questions would you ask to confirm that your students understand completely the task at hand? If you like this video or would like to hear more about Sanako Connect, subscribe to our YouTube channel now.